Hi, welcome to machine learning series. Today we are taking multilinear regression. Yesterday, our previous class, we saw that simple linear regression where equation looks mx plus c. Now, what is multilinear regression means? The same equation looks like this: m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus dash 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 c. Means there exist n independent variables. And c is a intercept. So what is multilinear regression means? We provide x1, x2, x3 dash 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 xn values. Our multilinear regression model estimates m1, m2 dash 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 mn using gradient descent algorithm. So our sklearn library is very beautiful. Imagine this is a sklearn library. So when you plug in values, training, if you are training data, it will estimate along with the training data, it will estimate some m1, m2 and dash dash mn. And also c value. It will estimates these values. Our sklearn library does for us. Actually, behind the scenes, gradient descent, using gradient descent algorithm, it is going to estimate m1, m2 dash dash mn and c. What is gradient descent algorithm? You go through from Google or from other YouTube channel. So how gradient descent algorithm works is out of scope for this class. In some other class, I'm going to explain what is gradient descent algorithm, how it is going to estimate m1, m2 and dash dash mn's and c values. So for this class, just we are implementing multilinear regression. So what is the equation for our multilinear regression means? This is the equation: y is equal to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus c. So let us start programming to experience predicted values using multilinear regression. Let me remove this. I'm starting fresh. So first, what I'm doing means I have imported required libraries to implement multilinear regression model. After implementing this, I will load the data. I'm going to load data. So I will create one variable called load data is equal to pd dot read underscore csv, and then here we need to provide our data path, dataset path. So this is our dataset path. So let us print at least 5 rows of my dataset. For that, we need to call head method, and then pass I want 5 rows at least. So I'm going to print first 5 rows. So this is my dataset actually. Your age is x1, your gender is x2, your BMI is x3, children is x4, smoker is x5, region is x6. 6 independent variables are there. I will consider charges as y. This is a dependent variable. So the drawback of this data set is there is string type of data here. Gender column is having string type of data. Female is a string, male is a string. In a similar way, smoker is also considered string type of data. Yes, no, this is a string. Region also considers string type of data, southwest, like that, northwest. But our regression model works numerical data calculations. For calculation purpose, we need a numerical data. So our primary goal now is we need to make this string type of data into numeric type of data. So to convert that data into numeric, our pandas library provide one method called get dummies. So let us create one variable called dummies is equal to our pandas library provide get dummies method. By using get dummies method, I'm going to generate dummies for my data. What is my data variable? Load data. So I'm going to generate dummies for my columns, comma, and for smoker also. And for region also, I need to get dummies. So I am going to generate dummies for this region column, smoker column, and gender column. So let me execute this. Oh my God, I'm getting an error. What is this error? It is saying the tolerance is not none. Okay. Okay, I understood this. So here we need to provide one more square bracket here. So it is like dimensional problem. That's it. So let us print at least 5 rows of my dummies. How my dummies data looks like. I am calling 5 rows of first 5 rows of my dummies data set. So this is my dummies data set. So your gender female is replaced by this numerical values. Now these are numerical values. So now our regression model understands numerical values. So calculation become very easy. So we had overcome this drawback of our data sets having string type of data type. We are converting into numerical data type. Here we need to remember, for better model, as a convention, we need to drop one of the dummies column. I'm going to tell one more time. For a better predictions, as a convention, we are going to drop one of the dummies column. So I'm going to drop one of the dummies column. So dummies dot drop. I want to drop, let us say, you can drop any column. So I'm dropping region southwest column. So I need to drop column wise. So I will provide axis equals to columns. So let us store this in one more variable. Let's say dummies underscore dropped. So this is one more variable I'm creating, fresh variable. So let me print dummies underscore drop dot head. At least I want to print 5 rows, first 5 rows. Now let us observe the data sets here. In previous data set, there is a region southwest. There is no region. Columns are decreased actually. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns are there. But here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns are there. Why? Means we have dropped region southwest. So we have dropped one of the column regarding the region southwest. Next, and we need to drop these things also in our real data sets. We need to, now we don't require this gender column and this smoker column and this region column, right? These are string data types. So I'm going to drop these columns also for my real data set. I don't require those. So load data, let's load data drop. I'm going to drop what I'm going to drop means, let's say we'll provide what is the one, it's gender. And then I'm going to drop smoker. Smoker, is it? Yeah, smoker and region. Smoker, comma, region. And it should be in single quotes. And how I am going to drop column wise? So I need to provide axis is equals to columns. So I will store this in one more variable, load data underscore dropped. So let us execute this. Now we have successfully converted string type of data type into numerical data type. Now we need to see how our new data set looks like. So new data is equal to, I am going to concatenate pd.concat. I'm going to combine what I want to combine. I'm going to concat, one is load underscore drop, and I want to concat dummies underscore drop. So I'm going to join, how I want to join means column axis. Oh my god, axis is equal to columns. I'm getting concat arguments. Okay. Let us print our new data now. New data dot head. Let us print at least first 5 rows of my new data. So this is our actual data now. This is our actual data. So on this new data, we are going to apply our multilinear regression model. How many independent variables are there? I consider charges as a dependent variable, predicting value to predict. So I consider age, BMI, children, and this gender female, gender male, smoker no, smoker S, region north, northeast, northwest, and southeast. I consider as a independent variables. So that is my data. Now what I will do now, I will import one from sklearn. I will partition this data into two types. One is training data and testing data. So for that we need to import from sklearn dot model selection. From sklearn dot model selection, we are going to import train test split. From sklearn dot model underscore selection, I need train test split. Okay. Sklearn, why it is not coming? Import. Yeah, I want to put import here. Import train underscore test underscore split. So this is the thing. So what I am doing here means, so whatever maybe my new data is, I'm making into two parts. One is training data, one is testing data. So let us make it. So So for that, we need to separate independent variable and dependent variable. So I'm going to separate independent variable and dependent variables. So what I will do, x is equal to x I consider as a total independent variable, set of independent variables, from which I am drawing these independent variables from my new data. New data dot drop. I'm going to drop charges. I don't want charges in independent variables. So I'm dropping that one. Axis equals to. So I'm dropping charges so that remaining will be considered as a independent variables. So x contains all independent variables. In a similar way, I will create dependent variable. New data dot drop. I want to drop remaining value, all the values except charges. So what are those? Age I want to drop, and BMI also I want to drop, and I want to drop children also. And I want to drop this one, gender underscore female, and gender underscore male also I want to drop. So gender underscore male I dropped, and then I will drop smoker no, smoker S also. And this is smoker S. And then I'm going to drop this one, region Northeast. Except charges, I'm dropping everything for dependent variable. So y is our dependent variable. So I'm dropping everything. And then what is the last one? This is the region Southeast. So how I'm going to drop? I'm going to drop column wise. So I need to provide axis equals to columns. That's it, finished. What is this error? Error x underscore female is not found. Why it is not found? There is right, BMI, gender, female. It is not ME, it is a MA. That's why we got error. Now we are free from errors. So now we have x is a set of independent variables, y is a dependent variable. Now it is time to use train underscore test underscore split, and here it will take x and y, and test size, it will also take test size 0.2. What does it mean? It means if you consider 100% as my data set, in that 80% I am utilizing for training purpose and 20% I am utilizing for a testing purpose. So test size is 0.2 indicates I'm utilizing 20% of my data set as a testing purpose. And you can also provide random state is equal to 0 so that our data cannot change every time. And here we need to store this as a x train, comma, x test, comma, y train, comma, y test is equal to that's it. So we have successfully splitted our data into training data and testing data. Now it is time to implement multilinear regression. For that, let us import from scalar dot linear underscore model, import linear regression. That's it. Once you have imported, I am going to create object for this linear regression. This is multilinear regression. So mul underscore regression is, what is this? Linear regression. So object is created. After object is created, whatever the methods present inside this object, we are going to, whatever the methods related to that object, we are going to access now. Mul underscore reg dot fit means it is a training. I want to train my model. So what is that? I need to provide here xtrain and ytrain. So I'm training my data. So that's why I provided xtrain and ytrain. That's it. And next, I want to test now whether my model is perfect or not. I want to test. So for that, I need to call method predict. Mul underscore reg. It's mul underscore reg dot predict. So I need to provide here inputs. So what is that? I want to know predictions on X test. I'm going to provide like this. So that's it. Now I say that our sklearn library estimates M1, M2, M3. How many independent variables we have in our data set? Total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 independent variables are there. Means we need M1, M2, M3 up to M10. It has to estimate those values. Let us see what are those estimations. Means mul underscore reg dot coefficient. If you execute this, see, these are the values M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, M7, M8, M9, M10. So these are the estimated coefficient values. In a similar way, what is the estimated intercept? Mul underscore reg dot, you can call method intercept. So this is our C value, estimated C value. So our library, sklearn library is doing behind the scenes. No need to worry what is the mathematics behind that. So now let us compare, let us test, let us know the accuracy of our model by using mul underscore reg dot score. I want to know the accuracy of my model. So I will pass here X test and then Y test. If you pass like this, you will come to know what is accuracy. Accuracy is 79%, means it is okay. Our model is okay. If it is 90%, model is very good. We can say good. Okay. If it is near to 80%, means okay. Our model is okay on this data set. We can use root to mean square error also. If lesser the root mean square error, our model is very good to predict values. So for that, we need to import from sklearn dot metrics. It's a metrics import mean squared error, mean underscore squared error. It's loading. Mean squared error. Yeah, it can. Here is mean squared error. Absolutely, we need mean squared error. That's it. Not errors. It should be error. Yeah. Now I want to print root mean square, RMSE. RMSE stands for root mean square. Root mean square is, comma, I am using numpy here, sqrt of mean squared error of, what I need to pass here? I need to pass original values. Y test are the original values and my predicted values are pred variable. Let's see if error is very less, then it is giving 5641, means model is not that much good. So score itself is indicating 79. We need at least 90 model to be a good model. It should be a 90, near to 90 accuracy. That's why we are also getting high RMSE. Anyhow, this is the way to try multilinear regression. You can download data sets from Kaggle website, and you try different data sets to get to apply multilinear regression, where it is giving accuracy almost to 96% or 90 above 95%, and RMSE is below 10. Yeah, that's it for today. And in another class, we take what is decision tree regression. We meet with another regression model. Signing off. Bye.